Gang, what's up, man? I'm back. And I'm here with the Hustler's Table, and it's your boy Rock. Now, I want y'all to know I'm here, and I'm only trading gold right now. I do trade US 30 in a demo account, and I'm working on actually trading that into a live account. But first, before we take anything live, we always want to demo trade first. Now, I know I was against demo trading. There's no emotion involved, etc., etc. But the one thing about demo trading, what it does for you, it helps you build consistency and it helps you build consistency with picking winning trades. Build consistency with being patient with your setup. Now, knowing which kind of trader you are a breakout trader? Are you a trader on support and resistance? Do you follow trend lines? That also plays a factor. Now, I want to tell you something. I'm gonna give you some advice right here. I'm gonna drop some jewels. Jewel number one. Jewel number one is play for the win. Don't play for the money. Play for the win. Because when you play for the win, the money is gonna come. The money is definitely gonna come. How do you do this? You do this by only when you place your trade, don't look at your MetaTrader. Only look at your trading view. That's it. Only look at your trading view. My trading view is set up so it's all black and it's white candles. That way, a red or blue candle doesn't give me any kind of emotion. Doesn't give me any kind of emotion. I just trade with a white candle. So that way I'm simply looking at price action. When I'm looking at my setups, I'm simply looking at price action. And we trading gold. Now, gold, I have every support and resistance out there. Like, I know all the support and resistance offhand. I know what gold is doing this week. Tip number 2, stay with your fundamentals. You know what I mean? Swaggy C teaches in the Swag Academy. If y'all been following me, I'm part of the Swag Academy. Y'all know that what he does, he teaches you to pay attention to 3 things all at the same time. And that is the fundamentals, which is your news and everything. And I use FX Street for my news on gold. And I use CNBC for my to help with my US 30 analysis. Now, more than likely they are right when they're on when I'm on FX Street. The thing is, the move may not be happening right that moment, but the overall is basically right. So if they're an overall sell, doesn't mean that you can't find a buy in there, even if it's overall sell for the week, because I have profited, especially if you're a scalper. But pay attention to the fundamentals, pay attention to your technicals, because you can also use your fundamentals as a confluence. And number 3, also your sentiment, which is your opinion of the market. So a lot of times before I look at my fundamentals, I'm looking at my technicals and going over my sentiment, and then doing my research in the fundamentals to see if that goes with what I'm already doing. I don't just take their word for anything, so I always do the fundamentals last. But yes, I do look at the fundamentals daily. So I want y'all to look at all of those things all at the same time. Now, next tip. Time for the next tip. The next tip is to stop looking at it. Stop looking at your trade. Set your trade up set the trade up on your trading view account. Put the long position or the short position, lock it, make sure it doesn't move, and don't look at it. Not every 5 minutes, not every 30 minutes, not even every hour, especially if you're an intraday trader like myself. If you're an intraday trader, let it run. Go do something. Find something to do. There's always something to do. Me, myself, I'll probably go to work. I'll play with the kids. I'll spend time with my woman. And I won't really look at it, because looking at it can take you out of the trade. Because what I did last week, I had a good position set. I didn't trust my analysis, and I took out a loss. Then I went back and I revenge traded, and when I revenge traded, I took another loss. And then I said, no, I'm gonna go back in the original direction, and I went back in the original direction, and it hit. But I took myself out because I said, no, I'm playing with emotions. Now I'm not playing correctly. So I took another loss, small losses, but like $19, $20 here. So I pulled myself out and I just watched it. And it bust through my tape, my TP. Like, it just hit it. It went through it. You know what I mean? So I definitely would have won the trade if I was patient. So I want you to know, don't look at it, and be patient. And these are my tips for the day. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna trade gold this week, and I'm gonna show you how to trade gold this week. And we're gonna journal, and I'm gonna take you on my journey. Another tip, last tip for the day: your why. Your why has to be big enough. If your why isn't big enough, you're probably not gonna. It's probably gonna take you some time. My why, I have a whole baby on the way. I have a whole future coming. And the thing is, I always told myself, whenever I have a kid, I'm gonna have enough money to change the value of what money is to my child. I'm not gonna have them struggling and worry about how mommy and daddy is getting the money, and also how they're gonna get the money. I don't wanna bring another child into this world and have them thinking that they gotta work for somebody else, slave for for coins. So let's just keep it simple. Now, this world, you always gotta work, but working for somebody else is something that can be tiresome, and it's exhausting, and it's just mentally draining. I don't like working for anybody else, period. I'm at this big grown age with gray hairs, and I'm telling you this because I don't like it, and I don't really like. The only reason why I'm not where I wanted to be at is because I've had years taken from me. You feel what I'm saying? But now I'm getting those years back, and getting years back, I'm recovering, and I'm becoming who I actually aspired to be. You just have to believe it. Every day I wake up, I say my affirmations, and I go to sleep, I say my affirmations, and I make sure I'm consistent with that. And being consistent with that has helped me be consistent in my life, has helped me will things into existence just off of thought. So stay focused, grind hard, gang. We about to go back to this motherfucking we about to go back to this gold, and I'm gonna show you my whole setup. I'm gonna show you how everything is rocking. If I got a wrong trade, I just got a wrong trade. Follow me. If you got a comment on my trade, comment on my trade. But we definitely ready to get it popping. I'm thinking Wednesday is when I'm gonna get a new prop for, and I'm gonna take another position. Now, I take most of my gold positions at night, like 2, 3 in the morning, 11 o'clock at night. Gold moves crazy at that hours, and you're able to get a substantial amount of money if you want. Any trade that you're holding overnight, sometimes I would like pull out by like 6, 7 in the morning. Reason being is it goes in another direction around that time, but it knows that because I only trade one thing. That's the benefit of only trading one thing. You understand that. Like, imagine only having one woman. We all I only have one woman, and I know her. I know her very well because I'm only dealing with her. So I know her attitudes. I know how she reacts to this, and I know what to do and I know what not to do to make you happy. So look at trading as a relationship. Have a relationship with your peers. Because if you don't have a relationship with your parents, you're just jumping from here to there, to there, to here, to here, to there, to there, to there. So if you're not just looking at one pair, just look at 3, maybe 5, but just 3. And if you're looking at 5, only trade 3 that week. Only trade 3 that week. I don't know, but it's helped me. It helped me, and I'm just trying to help y'all. So if you follow me, I'm going to show you exactly everything. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with these prop firms. I'm going to show you what I'm doing each day with these trades. I want to show you what a good position looks like and what a bad position looks like. I'm not going to let my anxiety get in the way, because I'm not even going to look at my trades. And my candles are all white. So that red and the blue, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. Stay with me, gang. Stay with me. I'm telling you, you're going to become profitable. You're going to become profitable. Now I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this with my affirmation that I wake up with and that I go to sleep with. I rise every morning ready to get to work, and I make sure my head hits the pillow each night. I'm dead tired. I make sure that I don't quit unless I got nothing left to get on my cause, my mission, my purpose. I give everything I have, and I make sure that when I open my eyes each morning, I'm up and I'm at it, that I'm challenging myself, stretching myself, driven by the belief that anything is possible, that everything is possible. And this right here is my grind, and I'm all in. Yeah. It's for my future, baby. My future, baby. I love you. And I love y'all. Stay tuned for another one. Gang, we here. We made it. We are profitable traders. Now let's get this money together.